That's exactly why I'm doing this podcast. Basically, I'm interested in these factors that you're now listing and talking about and mentioning,
Mm-hmm.
because what we're seeing nowadays is that especially the new generation, they think like, I'm going to take one course and that's it. I'm going to become a millionaire. I have a brilliant idea. I'm executing it next week. Or it's very easy to make it in life and you guys don't know how to operate businesses and blah, blah, blah. So I'm hosting different people, different entrepreneurs, coaches, business people, just to see all these various factors that led for their success. Because what I'm seeing is it doesn't take one thing. It's a combination of different factors. But like even competition, it's not really harmful. On the contrary, it's healthy and it pushes you forward. And if we all make it, that's perfect. If one makes it and the other suffers, that's a complete shitty community or wherever you are. So I truly believe in support and in lending hands or whatever training workshops, consultancy we can do to support each others. And yeah, everyone has their own journey and it's not similar to everyone. When you said Dr. Joe Dispenza, and this is how you started the journey into spirituality and the curiosity of really understanding what's out there and what's inside of you, you connected to yourself. It's really interesting because I believe there's always an entry door, a trigger, something that will give us this spark that, okay, I want to know more. Tell me more. So you start somewhere. Joe Dispenza, Tony Robbins, I don't know what. These all are mainstream things, but the true work that is being really done is you and yourself only. It's only the connection that you're building within. And also, it's really funny how COVID was a blessing in disguise. So basically, it was a very harsh pandemic. People were dying and all of that. However, at the same time, like you said, a lot of people got a massive awakening and they were like tuning into their inner selves. And when all this noise calmed down, the outside world was shut down, we were left with ourselves. And I truly love how you put it in context because it also happened to me. It's very interesting what you're saying because I myself, I am a social person, enjoy being around people and all of that. However, I'm a very calm and person, and I tend to listen more than I speak. And public speaking per se is not one of my forte. And I remember back in school and university, whenever we were presenting stuff, I was like doing the basics, like tack, 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 and getting off the stage, too much spotlight. The way you're putting things into perspective is really interesting because you said, what do I have to lose? But for me, why am I putting myself in the spotlight? I had the total opposite approach to it. I was thinking about all the things that I can gain because I had a drive, which is my vision, my ambition, my objectives, and all of these. I use them as a drive because I know what I want to achieve and where I want to go. And I said to myself, yeah, I will lose, of course, but this is what I have to gain.
Yes.
And that drove me to be in the spotlight, talk more, be out there. And consultancy also helped because you have to talk with a lot of people, different people, coach big businesses and help them navigate. Especially when I started was back in COVID days. So it was really challenging. Exactly. And it's purely a journey at the end of the day. We're born in here, we live for 80, 100 years, whatever it might be. And every day is different than the previous one. And we have to expect anything. We can be hit by a car today or tomorrow, or we can just live the best days of our lives. So fearing the unexpected is something that limits us. I don't want to be on the street because a car might hit me. But what if you're on the street and nothing will hit you but tons of flowers? You can never know. Like, yeah, we tend to limit ourselves and these limiting beliefs that every person has them, which is also providing safety for one another and it provides us with structure. And yeah, I'm not gonna jump from the roof of my building because I'm, I don't know, unbreakable. But at the end of the day, we should be more trusting in ourselves, like you said. And I truly believe in taking some leap of faith. So thank you for that reminder. It's all about zooming out at the end of the day and seeing the different steps that we've done along this whole journey, which is long. And yeah, we're so immersed in the day-to-day problems and everything that goes in between, and we really don't see the bigger picture. And I love it. I'm trying to do 7 p.m. dinners. Yeah. I feel it's better. Since also I'm trying to sleep earlier and try to do it before midnight. Sometimes it's not that easy, but yeah, trying to get the 7 hours in. And mentioning these different diets, I personally have done all diet kinds in the world, I believe, since I was young. I was a chubby boy, then I tried everything. Then I went into my physical fitness journey and I went down. I was fit, then I had an injury, then I went into another cycle. So a lot of ups and downs, and I know that it's not a straightforward journey and everyone has their own specifications. But what's working for you is for you, and what will work for someone else, I believe, should be tailored to their lifestyle, to their needs, and all of that. However, I do agree that we eat a lot. We humans overeat all the time, and I'm not finding like the right explanation to it, because why do we need all that food? We don't. I've been fasting for 2 days a week now. I'm trying to eat less portions, of course, high proteins all the time, and trying to really focus on what am I consuming. And this is a huge part of what I'm currently doing. I also believe that us as human beings, our brains function like a sponge, especially from the age of 0 to 7. And this is where all the basic knowledge base comes in, and all the beliefs and all of these stuff start to form in there. And from 7 to 14, you tend to start making up your opinion. And this is where you start forming a character. And this is where your brain is more developing and maturing. And after the age of 14, once you become a sociable creature, this is where you start seeing how you can affect the others and how you can take something from others and give something to others as well. So we reciprocate, and I believe, like the shell that you were talking about, we start discovering ourselves after that, because your consciousness is there, but you were focused outwardly all these years. And for me personally, my self-discovery journey started at the age of, I don't know, like 25, 26 maybe. And this is where I started meditating. I started to ask more questions. And this is where I started to go within and understand that we have a mind, we have a conscious mind, and we have a subconscious mind. What's the difference between them? How you should work on both of them, and how you should connect with your soul, with yourself as an energy, as a body, as a vehicle, and take care of yourself while doing that and maintaining it. All of that being said, you are also part of a collective. Us as humans, we're all connected at the end of the day. Absolutely. If we come from one source, one energy, then we are all one. And if we are all one, we should be taking care of ourselves collectively and jointly. And this is where you also have a lot of work to do outwardly. And I do believe that if you combine both internal and external work on all the levels that you have mentioned, we will reach good places in our times as human beings, as species, as soul and energetical beings. I truly believe that a founder, a co-founder, or a high performer in business is like an athlete, where you go and you prepare and you train hard enough back in the backstage. And then you have some races and you have some championships and you have different stages, different titles to get. And this is where you go in the market and you fight some battles, you acquire new clients, you sell I don't know what. So the business goals are a bit similar, I can say. I totally agree about ethics, and this is what we, maybe I don't want to generalize, but nowadays it's missing in some parts of the world and in some businesses, industries, or whatever. And I
Yeah.
truly believe that we should go back to ethics. And if it's AI or any other tool available, or any, literally anything, it can be a pen, it solely depends on how you use it, you as a human being, how you're
Mm.
using this pen. Are you writing a curse word? Are you threatening someone? Or are you saying I love you, thank you so much? It's really how you use the tool. So I truly believe in the power of AI, and it's here to help us actually, and it's a great innovation. It's not new, as all of us like
Mm.
now it became more mass in terms
Yeah.
of adoption, but it's not really new. And I hope that mass adoption will grow more, like the blockchain and also the technology behind it, which
I,
was amazing. And exactly
right.
that. That's your behavior on the platform. No
Yeah.
one forced you to use the platform or the service or the app or whatever. And
Yeah.
these social media channels, they want to make ends meet at the end of the day, and they want to monetize, as you said. Now they're optimizing their ads, and they're up leveling their targeting, and they're matching it with the behavior of their users and consumers. I believe that it's a personal choice,
Yeah.
and everyone should be aware and conscious of what they are using and how they're using it, so they don't get really later on, I don't know, they're gonna be questioning, oh, my phone is listening to me. No, it's not the
Yeah.
case. I'm a firm believer that everyone has the right to have any religion or any beliefs that he or she wants,
Yeah.
but keep it for yourself, keep it private, and all will be good. At the end of the day, we're all humans, and we can be all equal if we don't have these connotations and labels.